As someone who plays Valorant, I've always dreamed of hitting the high ranks. Now in my eyes, high elo is the threshold that begins from Ascendant where the player's skill gap rises. Which is exactly why I've been consistently honing my skills for the past 2 acts to try and finally make it out of Diamond. In my previous video, I finally made it to Diamond 3. However, I felt I had a lack of explanation as to how I was going to achieve that, so in this video I'm going to be covering what I missed. So how did I actually get out of my slump? Well, for starters, I first went on YouTube and searched up videos on how to get out of Diamond, unironically. This helped me sift through the content and discover the 3 main pillars which I follow: mechanics, mental, and momentum. Let's break down the first one, mechanics. In my eyes, mechanics is like the fundamental building block of a player's skill. Think of it as like shooting a basketball or improving your speed. It's all something that you as the player can improve. Now obviously you can't shoot a basketball in Valorant, so when I refer to mechanics, I mean aim and game sense. But how do you actually improve your mechanics? This is simple. For me, I first began having an aim routine or a warm-up, and always playing 2 deathmatches a day regardless if I queue comp or not. Now in my opinion, a warm-up with no guidance is useless, which is why you should focus on your own bottlenecks. Once you figure out your bottlenecks, go on YouTube, search up an aim routine that focuses on these and start practicing. Now the next topic is game sense. An easy way I improve this is by after every death I question how I died. Also, knowing your role and your agent is very crucial to this aspect. Secondly is VOD reviewing. It doesn't matter if you VOD review a pro or yourself or even good teammates or enemies. See how they play compared to you and analyze the differences in gameplay and try to apply them. Game sense is more of a grueling process, but with the better players you face and more time on the game, you will naturally improve this aspect. Now the second fundamental pillar is mental. Having good mental will automatically win you more games. But what exactly is mental? Mental isn't just surface level stuff such as the "oh, don't tilt." When I talk about mental, I'm referring to taking responsibility and actively using your mind when in-game. Essentially, we want to rewire our brain to focus on our own gameplay and our own mistakes rather than our teammates. Mental also involves not repeating the same mistakes and autopiloting in your games. For example, if you try to fight for a main control on Ascent and you fought for it 5 times and you've died for it 5 times, is it really smart to keep fighting for it? Nope, obviously not, right? If you start implementing these perspective shifts, I guarantee you that not only will you have more fun in the game, but you will also start to win more. Lastly, I think this is arguably one of the most fundamental pillars for me when it comes to climbing, and this one is momentum. Let's start with you as the player. As a player, momentum can affect you in many good ways and bad ways. For example, if you have a couple of bad games, it makes sense naturally that you will continue to play bad the next few games you play as well. So how do you avoid this? Well, the most straightforward way to say it is get off the game. Now the same also works vice versa. Now lastly, this is more of a tip, but I used to play upwards of 5 to 8 games a day, and I barely climb. However, now I queue 3 games a day at most, and since then, I've climbed 3 whole ranks. That's it for me, and I hope you guys enjoyed this sort of guide. Now I can almost guarantee that if you implement at least one of these pillars into your foundation, you will start to see more progress in your rank journey. Let me know if there's anything else you guys want me to cover next video, and thank you so much for watching.